Before we head into the video, I'd love to give a shout out to the sponsor of the channel, RL Exchange. Now, RL Exchange is a great way to buy Rocket League items and credits on any platform at the cheapest prices so that you can build your dream setup. Make sure to go and check out their website using the top link in the description and use code TXC to get yourself 3% off your order. Today, I'm starting a brand new series exposing scammers on Rocket League. I feel like I should have started this literal years ago, but finally, I'm here doing it. And if you guys smash that like button, I'll make sure to bring out episodes of this series, maybe like every week. So yeah, drop a like if you want more of these videos. But yeah, I'm hoping this series might lead to less scammers on the game. I'm not going to hide any of the gamer tags so that you guys know who to avoid, who to report, etc. Just make sure you're staying away from everyone in these videos. And the first scammer we're going to be taking a look at is Storm009, who tried to scam me with the classic certification swap, and it took him about 3 to 5 business days to actually swap the item out. It was so funny. And usually what these scammers do is type in the Rocket League chat asking you questions like, can you add, or is this a good trade, to try and distract you. But this guy literally didn't do any of that, and it was terrible. Oh my days, this is one of the stupidest scammers I've ever encountered. He literally sent me a message on Xbox to try and distract me, which didn't work because I can see him swap the item out in the background anyway. But before we even went into the trade, I was so suspicious of this guy because my first offer for his item was 9,200 credits, which, I'm not gonna lie, that was a really bad underpay. I was literally paying, or I was trying to pay 800 credits below the minimum value for the white mainframe, and he just straight up calls me mad, calling me stupid that I would offer such a terrible offer, 800 credits below the minimum value. But literally a minute later, he accepts the offer, which sounds so suspicious. 1 minute he's calling my offer terrible, and the next he's accepting it. So that made him seem so suspicious off the bat. So I was already wary going into the trade, and I was aware that he was probably gonna try and scam me. And in the next message, you can see I'm sort of making fun of him because that was one of the slowest swaps I've ever seen. Literally a terrible scam attempt. And then he has the audacity to tell me that you can't get banned for trading, which is absolutely correct. You can't get banned for trading, but you can get banned for scamming. So make sure you guys go and report this guy. This scam attempt was literally hilarious. And the next message he says to me, he says, your name is Fortnite God, so you definitely have 2 subscribers. I thought that was really funny as well, so I thought it would be really ironic to call him out on that same YouTube channel that has over 2 subscribers. Anyway, we're going to be moving on to the next scammer, who's using a little bit of a different method called the trust trade. And basically the way this works is they want you to trust them and give you one of their items, and in return they'll give you something better, or at least they'll tell you that they're going to give you something better, and whenever you trade over your good items to them, they're gonna leave straight away. And most of the time they'll start off the scam by gaining your trust as you give them one of your small cheap items, and they give it back to you with a couple of better items, trying to prove that they're not gonna scam you. And whenever you do trade over your good items, they're just gonna leave straight away. And this scammer that I met was so dumb. He goes by the name of iShowSpeed W901. I can't believe I met the real iShowSpeed in Rocket League. This is crazy. But basically he tried to gain my trust as I gave over a really cheap item, and he gave me a couple of limiteds worth nothing, and he was trying to gain my trust. But after this, he was looking to get my black market, my titanium white atomizer, and my striker fire gold, which are actually worth a little bit. But he kept on going on about clients, saying he had clients that would buy the items off of him, and he'd still make profit, and I'd also get better items. And in his words, he called it a win-win scenario. I don't know why he spelt it like that, but he must obviously be very intelligent. And then I proceeded to ask how much my items are worth, and he couldn't tell me the price, and this is a massive red flag. He basically doesn't want me to know the actual prices of my items because they're quite expensive, and if he tells me they're worth quite a bit, I'm obviously not going to want to give them over to him. And he also tells me that he can either give me good items now or exchange them and give me better stuff in 2 days. This is just a lie. He's also trying to sound really nice in the messages to come across as a good guy to cover the fact that he's a scammer, but I've obviously seen past this, and it's awful. He's basically just lying to me, and he's trying to get my items. Please do not fall for any trust trades. They're all scams. Literally just avoid them and report anyone who is doing them. It's a very common scam in Rocket League, and literally all you need to do is spread awareness of it because it is so obvious, and if you know about it, then it is also really easy to avoid. This next scammer is using basically the exact same method. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. It's like Rix or something like that. But I also asked him why he was doing this, why he was doing trust trades, and he said that he was going to sell his Xbox, so he didn't need any of the items that he had or his credits. And like the last scammer, he used the same method of being really nice to me. And again, this is just to cover the fact that he's a scammer. His only intention is to try and get my items off of me. But again, like the last scammer, we started off with small items. He was trying to gain my trust before I traded him my more expensive black markets. And also he said he was going to give me 5,000 credits for my 2 black markets, which obviously he's not going to do. They're worth like 1.8k at the most, and there's no reason for him to do this. He's literally just trying to scam me. He ended up giving my cheap item back to me, as well as a few others. Again, like I mentioned, trying to gain my trust, but I guess I made a little bit of profit off him, so I guess I scammed a scammer. Anyway, we're going to be taking a look at one more scammer, and this one is by far the funniest one yet. It's a different method. We haven't actually seen this one yet. This guy is actually trying to scam me with codes. He's basically saying he has codes for Rocket League items that are super rare, such as Emerald Pros and also the Slurpee decal that was a code ages ago. And I don't believe there are actually any more of these codes circulating in Rocket League, so I could tell this guy was lying straight off the bat. And these items are literally so expensive, and this guy literally asked for 6,000 credits. 6k. These items are worth like hundreds of thousands of credits. This guy asked for 6k. To make matters even worse, I offered him half of that. I offered him 3,000 credits, and straight away he said, yeah, I'll do that. And that's just so stupid. Why would you ask for 6k and then immediately accept 3k? It just looks so suspicious. To make matters even worse, throughout the entire conversation, he was trying to play the victim, saying that people had scammed him before, which is just so sad. It was crazy to me that he was playing the victim and trying to scam me at the same time. It's one of the saddest things I've ever seen on Rocket League. And again, he's trying to sound really nice to cover up the fact that he's a scammer. And this is a method that every single one of these scammers have used. They're trying to be really nice to me and seem really genuine, but all they're trying to do is steal my items. It's so sad. One thing I just want to emphasize is that you should not trust anyone you've literally just met. Trust trades are awful. People are saying, oh yeah, trust me, you met them 30 seconds ago. Do not trust anyone you've literally just met. There was one message in particular that he sent that I found hilarious, and it said, same time trades never go wrong, saying that as soon as I give him the credits, he's going to send me over a code, and even if he does send me a message that looks like a code, it's not going to work. He's just going to send me just a string of characters that he's made up that obviously isn't going to be able to redeem anything. Another common theme with all of these scammers is that they don't actually know what their items are worth and what my items are worth. For example, this guy didn't know what his codes were actually worth and then tried to sell it to me for 6,000 credits and then immediately went down to 3k. But he basically just said to me that other people say his codes are expensive. And again, you've literally just got to trust him, which isn't something you want to do. You can't trust someone you've just met. And as soon as I've said to all of these scammers that I don't want to do their trade, they've always said something like, no problem, message me if you want to do the trade. They don't ever get angry at me. Again, playing that nice guy all the way through the scam and trying to really get my items. But anyway, that's going to bring us to the end of this video. If you want more exposing scammer videos, then make sure to smash that like button. If we get even 100 likes, I'll make another video because it's been very fun to film this. And also, I guess I'm lowering the amount of scammers on Rocket League if you guys do report and get these scammers banned. So that is literally a win-win situation, or as the guy said before, scenario. Spelt it completely wrong. But anyway, thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. As I mentioned, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.
Inside me.